So how many missions did you fly?
33.
Okay. What years were you active?
September of 1944 till March 8th of 1945.
Okay. Yeah. What was the name of your plane?
Well, we never got the name on there.
Oh, okay.
We had Little Sis was the name of it, but we never got it on there. We flew some others that when we had to have ours repaired, you know, flagpoles or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And I think our crew, we stuck together as a crew all the way from crew training here in the States.
Uh-huh.
And, well, I was in the 94th bomb group, which was, had an A on the tail.
Okay.
In a square.
Yeah.
See, this was, first division, the triangle.
Yeah.
And we were in the third division.
Okay.
The second division was easy because it was all B-24s.
Uh-huh.
And that was always a kind of a rivalry, but really, it was friendly.
Yeah.
You know, when
You were too busy fighting the Germans to fight with each other, you know?
I call them Nazis.
Yeah.
I had a bad habit of making a kind of an, I consider it a racist statement to call all the Germans Krauts, you know.
I see.
And, but I did that. My wife had to try to correct me all these years.
Uh-huh.
Because I grew up here in Seattle as a kid. And I grew up with Nisei kids, Japanese kids. I lived in Central Seattle. You're familiar with Seattle?
Yes, yeah, I'm from here.
Yeah, well, I lived in First Hill, actually, not far from the Harborview Hospital.
Uh-huh.
And I went to a high school that's no longer a high school, but it was Central Community College. That was Broadway High School.
Yeah.
In my time.
Where did you do your training?
Crew training was done in Alexandria, Louisiana.
Okay.
I don't like Louisiana.
Uh-huh.
I mean, for lots of reasons, but not the people.
Yeah.
No way, but I don't like the Dixie attitude.
Uh-huh.
Never did.
Yeah.
But our crew was made up of guys from all over.
Uh-huh.
Pilot was from Illinois. Co-pilot was from Iowa. Officer was from, at that time from Illinois, but he and I still correspond. He was up in the front, I was in the back.
Uh-huh.
Start that up already? Yeah.
Yeah, I take it that's what you call prop wash. You said you grew up in Seattle. What was First Hill like back in those days?
30. Well, we came here. I moved out here with my folks 1937. I was 12 years old then, and I was building model airplanes.
Uh-huh.
We moved from Superior, Wisconsin, and came here.
Okay.
Like a lot of people at that time. And in fact, 2 years earlier, they flew the first one here. I was 10 years old when they flew this first one,
Right.
which had a straight tail, you know, the A. You're probably familiar with a B-17.
Yeah.
And no turrets on it, not really. 30 caliber 30, I should say. Caliber 30 machine guns, what there were of them. I think they had about 7 on the earlier ones. See, we ended up with, I think either 12 or 13 guns, and they were all caliber 50.
Uh-huh.
Which is, they still use those.
Yeah.
Except their control systems on them are still pretty much, they're changed.
Yeah.
But other than that, that guy's fairly quiet. There was one that took off, a red one here, that made a lot of noise.
Right. I heard that one. Yeah.
And well, what it was like otherwise was they still had the Boeing P-26A flying around. The pea shooter.
I've heard of that.
Fixed landing gear.
Yeah.
Real pants.
Yeah.
I made a model of that as a kid. And we had a friend here that passed away about 4 or 5 years ago, Roy Osling.
Mm-hmm.
He was involved in the restoration of the RB-17 that's down the road here, in the hangar. And they'll never fly it again.
Okay.
They flew it 3 times after it was restored. It was restored at the Redden plant.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been trying to come here as often as I could on Saturdays, but it doesn't matter what day anymore for me.
Uh-huh. So, when you were a boy, you were an aviation enthusiast?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
From day one, I guess.
Here it goes again.
Get up. 30-second intervals. You've probably seen movie shots where they're at an angle,
Right.
taxiway.
Yeah.
Every 30 seconds, swing around and down you go.
Uh-huh. So, like, what type of model planes did you build?
Well, the first one was a, I'm not sure, it's a Lockheed Vega. It was the Winnie Mae, which went down on that Point Barrel in Alaska.
Yes.
With Wiley Post and Will Rogers.
Yeah.
They died on that.
Yeah.
That was the first model I built.
Yeah, and you know they took off from here.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, there's a monument down at the Renton Field.
God, I gotta go. I think you're right.
Yeah.
Because our B-17 was there for a long time.
Yeah. It's like right on the edge of Lake Washington down at the Renton Field. Anybody can walk in and see it.
That's right.
So.
That's right.
Yeah. And it's right next to the seaplane dock, which was where they took off from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Well, they had flown. In Wenatchee, they had an airfield too.
Uh-huh.
Seemed like they might have flown from there to here then, I guess.
Yeah.
I never did follow it all the way. That was, when Amelia Earhart disappeared. And all.
Uh-huh.
See, there were a lot of people, us kids, try to follow and emulate,
Yeah.
I went into the cadet program, but I got washed out, so I ended up being a gunner.
Okay.
They told me that I should have gone into navigation because I had just gone right out of high school into the cadet program and got washed out.
Yeah.
Hi, Alan. Hello, Apple.